Hey friends, and welcome back to another Walgreens video. In today's video, I am going to share how to go about calculating your sales tax in order to make sure that we're rolling in the right amount of points and or register rewards to keep our cash out of pocket as low as possible. As I always tell you guys, the key to couponing is to save cash, not save store money. Calculating your sales tax is a big part of that to make sure that you're spending the least amount of cash out of pocket with each and every transaction you do. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to give you an example, 2 examples of how that looks, and then I'll also show you guys a few receipts at the end of the video and give you a few other tips as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's start off with what you must know. You must know how you are taxed, whether before or after coupons. Each state is different, so it's important to know how your state taxes you. You also need to know what your state tax rate is, including any local tax. Example, I'm in the state of Texas. Our sales tax is 6.25%. However, in the city that I live in, we have 2 additional local taxes that adds up to 2%. So my total sales tax is 8.25%. So again, it's important to know what your state tax is, including any local tax for your area. Now, this is also true for within the city limits that you live. In my area, if I drive out just a few miles outside of what's considered the city limits, the tax rate is actually different. I always forget this myself, and I'm reminded each and every time at checkout. So again, it is important to know how you are taxed, not only on the state level, but also on the local level, and then also from store to store. Then you also need to know what you are taxed on and then what you are not taxed on. Example, I am not taxed on certain oral care items such as toothpaste, any dental appliances we are not taxed on. We are not taxed on food items. So it is important to know what you are taxed on and what you are not taxed on. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, Michelle, why is this even important? Well, it's all about stretching your cash budget, but also stretching your store budget. We are given store rewards that we can use to purchase actual product. We want to use that and get as much product as we can for each dollar we are spending, whether that's cash out of pocket or your store money. And of course, you want to be able to keep your cash out of pocket as low as possible. Shopping the drugstores and shopping this way allows you to build and maintain a stockpile for less. It is so important in this day and age to make sure that you have a reserve, not only a financial reserve, but also a reserve of basic necessity items. Talking cleaning supplies, laundry care, shampoo, conditioner, lotion, toothpaste, toothbrush, paper products, all the above. It is important to have a stockpile of these items in case of an emergency. That emergency can be due to a financial loss, due to illness, a natural disaster. The list goes on. It is important to have a reserve of basic necessities, and shopping the drugstores allows us to do this. Now, if you are not a drugstore couponer, or you're not big on drugstore couponing, or maybe you don't have one that's close by you, that's fine. You can still apply the same principles to shopping the local neighborhood stores such as Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, even some of the big box stores, Walmart and Target. You want to be able to spend the least amount of cash out of pocket while getting the basic necessities that your family needs. Now, just for fun, I did pull up a map that shows the sales tax rate in every state. And as you can see, every state is in fact different. The state sales tax is actually pretty lower than most people may think. It is the local tax that gets us each and every time. Again, in Texas, we are taxed at 6.25%. However, the local tax for me is an additional 2%. So I'm at 8.25% on sales tax. All right, so let's talk about how do you find your tax rate. The best way to find out is check your receipts. It is important to be checking your receipt after each and every transaction, making sure everything applied the way that you calculated, and making sure that all the points that you were due to get back, you do in fact get back. So So you can check your receipt and it will show your sales tax rate. Now, if you're in a state that actually has two different tax, that would also be listed on your receipt. So again, it's important to study your receipt to see exactly what your tax rate is and then how you are taxed as well. You can also do a simple Google search and you can figure out what your state sales tax is and then any local tax in your area. All right, so let's look at an example of being taxed after coupons are applied at a tax rate of 8.25%. We're picking up one dish liquid priced at 99 cents, a laundry detergent priced at $4.99, a toilet paper and a paper towel priced at $5 each, for a total of $15.98, minus all of our coupons. That includes store coupons as well as manufacturer coupons. That brings us down to $7.98. $7.98 times our tax rate at 8.25%. That equals 65 cents for a total of $8.63. Now, based on Walgreens point system and the way it's on a tiered structure for how you can roll points, the most that we can roll on this transaction would be $5 in points. That means we will have a cash out of pocket of $3.63. Instead of that, we want to go ahead and build up the transaction in order to reach the next point tier of $10. So let's go ahead and add in two more of the dish liquids for a total of $1.98. So our new total will be $9.96 times our tax rate will equal 82 cents. So our final cost is $10.78 minus 10,000 in points, which is $10. That will leave us with a cash out of pocket at 78 cents. Now this is where it makes the biggest difference on your cash out of pocket transaction by transaction, deal by deal, week by week. Making sure that you're taking into account how much in-store money you can actually utilize. Again, Walgreens point system is on a tiered system. You can only use $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and then it jumps to 10, and then it jumps to 20, and then it jumps to 50. So knowing exactly how much you can utilize in points is the key here. Again, our total was $8.63. That includes our tax. The most we can use is $5 in points, leaving us with a cash out of pocket at $3.63. However, if we just take a moment, do some recalculations, add in some additional products, getting our total up to $10. That way we can go ahead and roll 10,000 in points and pay the least amount of cash out of pocket while also getting more product in return. This right here makes the biggest difference. The deals are in the details, guys. All right, so here's an example of being taxed before coupons at a tax rate of 8.25%. Picking up the exact same items at the exact same price point, we're at $15.98 subtotal before any coupons are taken off. At a tax rate of 8.25%, that would equal $1.31 for a new total of $17.29. Now our coupons are deducted. That is store coupons as well as any manufacturer coupons that we have. That brings our new total down to $9.29. Now again, with the point system, it is on a tiered system. Therefore, we can only use a total of 5,000 points, which is $5. That means we will have a cash out of pocket of $4.29. But of course, this is not what we want to pay. So we're going to go ahead and build that transaction up in order to roll 10,000 in points. So on this scenario, we're going to add in another dish liquid at 99 cents, a candy at 39 cents. That brings us up to $17.36 times our tax rate, which is 8.25%. That equals $1.43. Now our new total for everything is $18.79. That includes our tax. We're going to subtract our coupons, our store coupons, and our manufacturer coupons. That would bring us down to $10.79 minus 10,000 in points. That will leave our cash out of pocket at 79 cents. So again, for those of you that are in a state where you are taxed before coupons are applied, you can still have significant savings with a low cash out of pocket. It's all about the details, making sure that you're adding your tax total in to your entire transaction in order to roll the most amount of store money that you can in that single transaction. Now let me add, if you're ever doing a spin deal using points to pay and getting points back, the equation will be a tad bit different. I will come back with a more advanced tutorial video breaking down how to add your tax when you are doing a spin deal using points to pay and getting points back. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you two different ways to go about calculating your sales tax using a basic calculator. I just simply use the calculator in my cell phone. Both ways is absolutely correct. Both ways will get you to the same total. It's just a matter of which steps you decide to take. We're going to base this on the scenario that we have, and we're going to do it two different ways. We're going to do it with coupons with tax being applied after all coupons and with tax being applied before coupons. So our subtotal was $15.98. We're going to subtract our coupons, which was a total of $8. That would be $7.98. We're going to multiply that by hitting the multiplication button by our sales tax at 8.25%. And that's going to give us a total of 65 cents. So we're simply just going to back up and we're going to add 65 cents to our subtotal to give us our actual total due. And now the total is $8.63. And again, based on the scenario that we went through, we ended up building up this transaction. That way we can roll in more store money to pay the least amount of cash out of pocket. So let me do that one more time. $15.98 minus our coupons is $7.98 multiplied by the sales tax rate, 8.25%. That gives us 65 cents. And we're simply just adding it to the subtotal. Now let's do it by adding our sales tax. So we're going to subtract our coupons, $7.98. We're going to hit the add button and then 8.25% and then press equal. And it gives us $8.63, the exact same total. So again, it's just a matter of which steps you choose to take. So $15.98 minus coupons, $7.98 plus the sales tax rate, and then equal $8.63, the exact same total. So now let's do both ways based on being taxed before coupons are deducted. So $15.98 is the subtotal times 8.25%. That gives you $1.31. And we're going to simply add that to our subtotal, and that will give us $17.29. Now the same exact scenario, $15.98, but adding the sales tax, 8.25% equals $17.29. So again, it's just a matter of which steps you choose to take, whether you choose to do it by hitting the multiplication button or if you choose to do it by hitting the plus button. It all comes out the same. So let's do that one more time. $15.98 multiplied by 8.25%. 131. When that is added to the $15.98, that gives us a total of $17.29. And then we're going to do it with adding $15.98 plus 8.25%, and that equals $17.29. Again, we did build that transaction up in order to roll store money, in order to pay the least amount of cash out of pocket. Now I'm just going to throw a few receipts from this sales week on the screen so that you can see how I go about building up the transaction in order to roll those points and pay the least amount out of pocket. As always, guys, if you have questions about anything I discuss, leave it in the comments for me. I don't mind answering. If you have any other videos that you would like me to do and break down, definitely leave that in the comments as well. As always, guys, I thank you so very much for watching. Definitely be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Definitely make sure your notifications are turned on. That way you don't miss any uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much and happy couponing.